Hi!
Hey guys!
What's up, Beachbody Live? My name is Danielle Tania. This is
Tanya Barron.
And we are coming to you live because we want to talk to you about insanity. So, I thought it'd be fun. Maybe you should tell them, your start with insanity. Maybe they don't know why it'd be super cool to have you at their Insanity Live training.
Well, actually, when we started Insanity, I had no idea I was walking into a room to actually put together an audition tape to send in to Carl Deichler, Shanti, you guys all know Shanti. We actually had to put a little audition tape together because back then, Sean had done hip hop, abs, and rock and body. He was the dance guy, and he was given this opportunity to create the hardest workout ever to be put on DVD. So he put us in a room, and I had no idea what we were doing, and I think I about collapsed after the first 30 seconds. It was like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. So that is kind of how I was introduced to Insanity, and then we moved on to develop the program. I helped develop it. We ran a test group in New York City, and we filmed the videos, and that is where the machine was kind of born. And it wasn't because I woke up like that. It was not, it was because when we were doing the test group, Sean was moving around the room to motivate everybody in the room, as we know that he loves to do. So guess who had to stay in the front of the room and not stop and keep everybody going? That would be me. And that's how I built up the stamina, just like all of you who've ever tried Insanity at home or are doing it in a group fitness class. You know that the more you do it, the stronger you get, you build your stamina, and it doesn't become as insane. Well, maybe it's still insane, but you're just stronger and faster. So that's how the machine was born, is because I learned to never stop, or I built up the strength to never stop. So that's kind of where that came from.
So it's kind of cool because we're going to be in New York City, so it's kind of like she's coming home, and you can meet her where it all started. So I did the original program just as a regular person because I was like, well, maybe I should try one of these at-home Beachbody workouts, and I thought, well, I'm super fit, so I'm going to pick the hardest one. And so I picked the hardest workout ever put on DVD, and on day one, I had that moment that everybody has where you're like, oh, shoot, they weren't lying. This is
You're like
really,
the warm-up. That was the warm-up?
You're like, it's really hard. So I finished it, and I went from fit to fitter. And long story short, I wound up meeting Shanti. I waited in line to take my picture with him, and he was like, hey, I have a dance training tomorrow. You should come. So I went, we danced, had fun, and I showed him my results. And a couple days later, I got an email to be in an infomercial for the Insanity infomercial, one of the Insanity infomercials. And actually, at that infomercial was where, for the first time, hey, where are you?
She met her husband. I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm whispering. And just so you know, I'm on my tiptoes, just so you know. So if you see me going like this, it's because I wish I was as tall as you.
Well, I was just thinking that when you were speaking, how I looked so huge compared to you.
No, I love it.
So anyway, I did that infomercial, and fast forward, I just became, friends with Sean and Tanya and my husband Darren, and then I did Insanity Asylum Volume 2, which I don't know if a lot of you guys have done because that one's really, really hard. Make a cameo.
And we own that through Insanity.
Yeah. How did you, don't tell the super long version because we can't be on here. We got to do our work at 11:30. But how did you come to do Insanity? And he won't be there, by the way, but
I'll be there in spirit.
That's right.
How about we'll FaceTime him if you want to see him.
We'll FaceTime.
Yeah. So tell him.
Saw the infomercial on the couch one night, ordered it, changed my life, ended up connecting with Sean. Through Sean, I met her, and
you met her. You knew her before you knew me.
Yeah.
I've known her how long? Years now. Years. Since 2010.
Whoa, that's
probably.
a long time.
So we go way back.
See what Insanity can do for you?
Yeah, it really
Literally.
does. Yeah, it brings you family.
Husband and wife.
Changes your life.
And then one of the coolest things is when I was leaving my job at the time, I was in Hawaii, and her and I were working back and forth on kind of creating Insanity and doing this whole thing, and all of us were launching Insanity Live back then, and that's how we all kind of got super involved with the brand together.
Yeah.
So that was
absolutely.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So Insanity Live is truly more than just a workout. You hear people say that all the time, whether it's the original Insanity home product or whether it's the live, version. Chuma wants to chime in.
Chuma's been in this since October 2009.
Chuma's transformation.
He has sat next to me since October 2009 in all these workouts.
But seriously, Dig Deeper is more than just a slogan on a shirt. Digging deep is truly about finding whatever it is you need in your life to get you to the next moment. So Tanya and I are coming to New York City on September 10th in Soho. I don't know what Soho means.
South of Houston. New Yorker here. So if you're in the surrounding areas, it's very easy to get to New York City. It is the only, I'm not going to say only, but I think this might be the one rare opportunity you will have to be trained with both of us. We are making this special event, and sorry, floating. And we're super excited to be in Soho. We'll be at 24 Hour Fitness in Soho, south of Houston. But it is on the website, so you can register at
beachbodylive.com. And the easiest way for you to find it is to just filter by name. So they couldn't list both of us, so my name is the one listed. So if you just filter by Natoni, Natoni, Chuma wants you to know that you can find our training. So beachbodylive.com. And you guys, this is
I will also add, well, she's Chuma, right? It's just awesome. But, Danielle is the format expert for Insanity. And we forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
But all of the rounds, all of the classes, all of these rounds or classes that are taught throughout the country and globally are all from Danielle creating and working on these programs to make them better. And every single time, and just when we think it couldn't get any better, it gets better. And we're constantly working. And of course, I'm so excited to present this with her as a special event. So.
Yes. And, she's the size format expert, so maybe on break she'll size it up a little bit with us too. So, it's a super fun day, great opportunity. We don't know if we'll have the chance to do this again. Matter of fact, the only way that we can probably ensure that they allow her and I to do this again is for this to be a knockout event. The more people that come to this, the more probability we will be able to do this in a city somewhere else in the future. But if we can't prove that we can knock this one out of the park, then we can't come to some other city. So if you live in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, where else?
Connecticut,
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Connecticut, and you know what? It's so easy to get to New York City. Planes, trains, and automobiles. We'll get you there. And like she said, share this with as many people. If you're sitting here going, well, I'm already an Insanity Live instructor, you may have some rock star people in your class, your front row divas who you would think would be really great at teaching this. Now's their opportunity to get trained by the format expert and the machine with Insanity. So spread the word. And again, if you would like us to come to an area closer to you, let's knock this one out of the park. Let's raise the roof with New York City and dig deeper together. So again, you go to beachbodylive.com. You filter it by Danielle Tania. We've had some messages going, I can't find it. It's there. Danielle Tania. And September 10th, New York City. We hope to see you there.
So do us a favor. Right now, click the share button. It's right there. All you have to do is click it. Just one little click and share this with the people in your world. Because like she said, there's somebody out there, even if you're already certified. So if you will just help us by right there, do it. I'm watching you. Oh, good, you did it. And if you didn't, you should feel bad. Just kidding. But click share. We really need your help spreading the word and getting this message out there. So thank you so much. We will see you in New York. I'm excited because it won't be cold yet, right?
No, not cold. Not New York cold. It might even still be warm. You never know.
Yeah.
Not Dallas warm, but.
No. So we both live in Dallas, and what's funny is that this hardly ever happens.
I timed it. It took me 10 minutes to get here, and I think we see each other more out of town than we do in town.
Busy. So anyway, we want to see you. Help us spread the word. Tanya the Machine, literally the person that you love to hate in the workouts, and then the format expert who helps create the rounds that you will get certified on. Join us. It will be so much fun. And we've been, one more thing. We've been getting a lot of messages from people who are already certified. If you are already certified and you live in the area, the masterclass is open. However, it is at a 24-hour fitness, so my guess is you'd have to be a member. So if you're a 24-hour member, then yes, I assume that you could take the class as long as space allowed. And no, you can't recertify unless your cert has lapsed. So check into that. Make sure. Maybe you weren't on pro team, things like that. And I've had some people say, I just want to get recertified just to do it with you guys. If you want to pay the price and do it twice, then by all means you can do that too. So anyway, if you have questions, type them here and she and I will go back later and we'll search through them and answer them the best we can.
See you soon.